Hey, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey with an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each and every return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an important update for ticker symbol LUNR, also known as Intuitive Machines, who have just been awarded a huge NASA contract. We're also going to be looking at ticker symbol MMTLP and sharing a clip from Jim Cramer, who talks about MMTLP, the Squeeze, FINRA, and also other updates. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, from Yahoo Finance, we can see in terms of the stock market today, the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 are stalling as investors are currently weighing in earnings and also Trump's new policy on China, which is still to be decided. From Bloomberg, we can see that Trump is currently boosting Tether, circling by tying stable coins to the dollar. So good news overall for crypto, and Trump is seeing crypto as something positive, and we can also see that he stated here that crypto stable coins should be the forefront of efforts to preserve the dollar's global supremacy. So good news there overall for crypto. So from Unusual Whales, we can see here breaking news: the AEOC has stated that there is insider trading in Congress. It's so crazy. We are supposed to act like money only corrupts Republicans. So I think that's not true. It also corrupts Democrats as well. And other news, I'm going to give a shout out to the Discord new live trading and alert section. We were alerted on ticker symbol RGTI. It was also a call in the Discord, and this was trading higher on Project Stargate. So good news to everybody holding RGTI, which was one of the quantum stocks that we were looking at over the previous 5 days, up over 14%, currently trading around about $14.86. Rigetti Computing. Let's now have a look at ticker symbol LUNR, also known as Intuitive Machines, and in our new space stock channel in the Discord, news was shared with regard to another NASA contract, and this is to develop lunar cargo handling, offloading and mobility tech. So good news there overall. But before we get deeper into this news, quick reminder in terms of the company and what they are about. So Intuitive Machines is a diversified space exploration infrastructure and services company, primarily looking at disrupting lunar access economics. So 2024 they successfully landed the company's Nova C class lunar lander on the moon and returning to the United States, and this is for the first time that it's happened since 1972. So great coverage there for lunar. And let's now have a look at the chart. So over the previous month it's up close to 43%, and right now today at time of editing it's closing around about $23.86, up over 7.6%. so good news for everybody holding LUNR. So the news was shared also from investing.com, and the headline here: Intuitive Machines stock surges on NASA contract award. So let's have a look at what this basically means. So the stock was up over 7%, and we can see the contract is falling under NASA's next space technologies for exploration partnerships, and it's looking at signifying NASA's recognition for the company's contributions to space exploration and infrastructure. So the contract is worth approximately $2.5 million, and it looks at the company trying to advance the management of challenges in terms of the lunar environment. And the CEO of the company, Steve Altemus, has stated that the company's strategic position in space sector, stating the company have methodically been working on a uniquely positioned to provide strategies and concepts that may shape lunar logistics and mobility for the future generation. And other positive news also shared from Defence World. Here we can see that Barclays have acquired 27,376 shares of Intuitive Machines. So again, huge sign of confidence there from an institutional investor. So keep an eye out on ticker symbol LUNR. Now look at MMTLP. I'd like to start by sharing a new article on the Frank Nair's website with regard to Ralph Norman, and what it states here is Republican Ralph Norman is now being scrutinised over the failed MMTLP promises. So he's being scrutinised by the retail investors after suggesting subpoenas and congressional hearings. And he also tweeted recently that he's made promises and kept promises. So the article goes on to say that he is being scrutinised. He suggested there were going to be subpoenas, and he also suggested the hearings. However, he was also the first congressman, one of the first congressmen to raise concerns in terms of the MMTLP fraud. And this happened when FINRA had the U3 halt without clarity or explanation. So he was part of 70 co-signers on the letter to with regarding to FINRA and the SEC concerning MMTLP. This was sent to obviously Gary Gensler, but he did not provide any sufficient response. So it also stated, we write to request that FINRA and the SEC review events surrounding Metamaterials Series A preferred share MMTLP. That review has not yet happened, hence why people are looking at Ralph to reach out to him and state that he has not commented on the MMTLP fiasco and he's not helped deliver this promise. So since the halt, constituent investors have also been continuing to contact members of Congress regarding the fiasco, and specifically there have been over 40,000 letters received from concerned investors, and many of the constituents have concerns with regard to the circumstances regarding the U3 halt and also short selling. So let's move on to a post from Nancy Dane, and she is obviously a prestigious author, and what she states here: did you know that that a writer is often writing before and when it looks like she isn't, and she's been driving her husband to physical therapy. However, in terms of her imagination, she's busy plotting the new novel, and that novel is going to be based on MMTLP, and she thinks it's going to be a good read. So certainly look forward to that. So go ahead and share any of your stories with Nancy. And finally, shout out here to Squatch, who's tagged in Jim Cramer. And he states here, Jim Cramer's quoted his favourite stock MMTLP clip, and they always blame the regulators when FINRA broke the rule. Their own rule 6490, they made themselves the #1 suspect in defrauding MMTLP investors. And Jim, the question for you is who paid the fees to the OTC markets for listing MMTLP fraudulently? So I'm going to share you the clip from Jim Cramer. So hopefully, if he gets to awareness of back of what he's stated in this clip before, he can hopefully follow it up. So this is what Jim Cramer stated about MMTLP, the Squeeze and FINRA.
Caveat emptors has been the law of the land for the way it's always been. Caveat emptor being like, hey, you know what?
Fair point.
If you're going to be stupid enough to buy MMTLP, what is my favorite stock now? That MMTLP that we have a guy named Ben Stoto. He's our expert on some of the more abstruse situations that we look at. And there had been a MMTLP, Small Texas Energy Company. That was the Torchlight Energy merger with the Metamaterials, David the Canadian, and FINRA removed it. Well, that was it. A short squeeze gone bad. They blame the regulators. They never blame themselves. Brutus, right? Caesar. Hey, holds up, by the way. Julius Caesar.
Finally, I'd like to finish off by giving a quick shout out to the previous week's weekly watch list, where we called out stocks such as RUM, that was up 14% on the week, APLD, that was up 12.1% on the week, and TSM up over 5.7% on the week. This week we've called out stocks such as TEM, and that's up at a staggering 40+% on the week based on the news with regard to Nancy. So go ahead and check out the previous 2 videos on TEM. We also called out RGTI amongst many others. So details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.